Our first legend I'm going to introduce, I'm going to tell you a little bit about him, is Wallace Shawn. Who's here who evidently needs no introduction. Oh, well, I was going to give a big speech about you, Wally, but I guess, okay, good. All right, I'll try to move this along. He made his Off Broadway debut in 1975, remember? Is that right? With his play Our Late Night, directed by Andre Gregory at the Public Theater. The Public is represented here today. Since then, he's worked consistently off-Broadway as a playwright and actor, taking occasional detours to movies and television to delight not just off-Broadway, but the whole world with his performances, including the wonderfully vivid ones that everyone remembers in, among others, Vanya on 42nd Street, and of course, My Dinner with Andre, which everyone remembers like they saw it yesterday for the first time. Isn't that the way with that one? Back on Off-Broadway, he continued his work at the Public with his translation of Machiavelli's The Mandrake, in which he also appeared and played Marie and Bruce. And his play, Marie and Bruce, he didn't play Marie and Bruce. Your play, Marie and Bruce, you went out and cast it, and you cast Bob Balaban and Louise Lasser in the title roles. So his next two plays, also at the Public, and he also starred in them, would both win OBA awards, Aunt Dan and Lemon in 1986 and The Fever in 1990. Okay, people remember. This is great. And in 2000, he performed his play The Designated Mourner, directed by Andre Gregory, and featuring longtime collaborators Deborah Eisenberg, who's here. Deborah, hi. And Larry Pine. And did anybody see this in this derelict building downtown? The first incarnation of it? It was the most amazing thing. It looked and felt like the dystopian world of the play. And you followed the actors around. It was completely thrilling. And I guess part of being an off-Broadway legend is that people who saw you in some of your amazing work remember it decades later and won't shut up about it, which seems to be my issue today. So all of Wally's work is so dark, subtle, serious, and unsettling that it makes us wonder who we are and what we really believe. And in addition, it makes us laugh. Last fall, Theater for a New Audience and the Public Theater co-produced the Wallace Shawn Andre Gregory project with two of Wallace's plays directed by Andre Gregory, the first New York revival of the acclaimed The Designated Mourner, and the American premiere of the profoundly provocative Grasses of a Thousand Colors, both of which also starred Mr. Shawn. Andre Gregory couldn't be with us today, but I'd like to read you a quote from him about Wallace Shawn as a playwright. He said, "I only do plays that I would have written if I were a writer." Okay, that's the way I feel. I only see plays that I would have written if I were a writer. And he said, "I've done writers like Molière and Chekhov, but the only writers that I find I really am are Samuel Beckett and Wally Shawn." Ladies and gentlemen, now, please help me welcome Wally Shawn. Will you come over here and take without a drink? They're going to take a picture of this one. Okay.
Well, I could say so much, but it's already been said. Well, I know Andre would have loved to be here, but of course, I don't know. To me, it's a room full of grown-ups, and it's those of you who are incredibly young probably don't even know what I could possibly be talking about when I say that it's really very bizarre, because those many years went by incredibly quickly, so now I'm in the tragic position of being legend. But I don't actually feel differently. And neither does Andre, who's 80. We still have the hope of figuring out what to do with our lives and how to do plays and how to write plays and direct them. So anyway, how lovely. Thank you so much, and catch you next time.